Welcome back to the Cowboy C Bob show, everybody. What the heck is under this towel? I'll tell you, you guys are in for a treat. All right, it's your first time here. Don't forget, hit the sub button. Spread the word. Don't keep me all to yourself. Spread the word. And I have a ton of videos for you guys from the past, present, and some still in the future. So sit back, relax, enjoy the show. All right? And don't forget, hit the sub button, hit the like button, ring that bell. And most important, if you don't like it, tell me why. Okay, so I did a series of top 10s, back to back to back to back. This will conclude my series of top 10s. I started out with like top 10 Bowie knives that I highly recommend. And then I did a top 10 amazing movie knives, that are seen in film. And then I just recently did a top 10 under $70, my favorite Bowie knives, budget knives, under 70 bucks. Today we're going to conclude it with my top 10 custom-made knives. Now, this was the easiest one to do, really, because I only have about 20, 25 custom-made knives. So these are my top 10. And I think every one of these are available. There's nothing like your own custom knife, right? You tell the bladesmith what you want, and they'll do it for you. I have a connection now over on Etsy, Sharpknvies, and there's quite a few of them sitting here. All right, so anyway, let's get to it, shall we? Do the unveiling. There we go. Okay, so my top 10 custom knives in my collection. All right, no cheat sheets today, because I pretty much know all of these like the back of my hand. I'm not going to get technical. I'm not going to get into specs. These are pretty much all available over at either Sharpknvies or you'll see. So, even though this was a simple choice out of my top 10 customs, it wasn't easy to line them up. All right, it really wasn't, because they're all gorgeous. Which one is your favorite? There you go. Tell me that. Riddle me that. Which one's your favorite? And heck, I might even have one made for you. You never know. All right? I'm telling you, spread the word. And let me know that you spread the word. All right? So, number 10. The Edwin Forrest Bowie knife. Sheath. All right, this was made over at Sharpknvies on Etsy. Now, if you take this was a complete ripoff, not for profit or anything. But look at this knife. This is my version of the Bark River Edwin Forrest Bowie knife. Look at this gorgeous piece. Claudia and Sufan at Sharpknvies knocked this out of the park, this full tang beast. I've actually used it once, and it's super sharp, but I really have no need to use and abuse, so I will treasure this always, like the rest of them. Number 9. I almost included this in my top 10 favorite movie, TV show knives, but I didn't, because I knew I was going to include it here. Here's the sheath, the Dexter kill knife. I did not think Sharpknvies was going to pull this off. Boy, did they. This thing is wicked sharp, very unique, with that aluminum scales, almost a 1/4 inch thick. Guys, they've been selling like hotcakes. Once upon a time, they were like impossible to get. Now you can get. Again, sharp knives. All right, talk to Claudia. All right, I'll even leave you the link to her store in the description. Also by Sharpknvies. I wanted to do something special for all those people interested in competition choppers. A lot of them range from, you know, $300 to $3,000. I have an entry level that is just gorgeous. All right, again, Sharpknvies. They nailed this. They really did. Truly gorgeous. All right, I still need to do a video on this. I haven't yet. Do some demonstrations. Competition chopper, entry level. And check out the kick-ass sheath that they made. All right, I got a little cowboy stamped on mine. But this goes over your shoulder. Comes with a shoulder strap, ladies and gentlemen. How cool is that? You know, just sling it around your shoulder or put it across like this. This was bonus, ladies and gentlemen. Bonus. Again, the entry level chopper by Cowboy C Bob. And of course, as usual, we'll do a once over at the end. 10, 9, 8, 7. This was the very first custom knife I had ever made about 6 years ago, after I saw Inglourious Bastards, and I realized they did not have any like replicas being made. I found a way. So I met a guy out in Washington State and gave him the specs. He came up with this. Look at this. This is a beast. A beast. I had about 5 or 6 made. This is definitely the strongest. Like, it's heavy, you know. But the one from Sharpknvies that I showed in a previous video, they were more movie accurate. All right, but this is just one hell of a Bowie knife. Look at this. Number 6 came in a case. Look at this, look at this. Another movie knife that I had custom made. It was so hard to get a picture of this from the screen, but I did my best. This is old school cowboy knife. Look at that presentation. Look at that sheath. I gotta get up. No, I'll just sit right here. You got this gorgeous, gorgeous leather sheath with the frog system. And we've got the coffin handle wood scale Bowie knife. Hey, guess who made this for me? Sufan and Claudia over at Sharpknvies. This thing is just so beautiful, wicked. I love it. 1/4 inch thick spine. Again, if you want to see my like videos on this, check out my True Grit Rooster knife. That's what I call this. The True Grit Rooster knife by Cowboy C Bob. All right, any questions, ask me, or go over to Etsy and talk to Claudia at Sharpknvies. I can't stress them enough. All right, and this display case is really something. I put this in there, my Sharp badge. Did you guys see my True Grit video? Uh-oh, you guys don't know what you're missing. All right, so let's just keep him here for now. Okay, top 5, ladies and gentlemen. Another custom knife that I've carried for about 2-3 years straight. This thing has never let me down. I got this about 4 years ago, 3 or 4 years ago from the Cookery house. And this was when they were really, you know, pumping out some really, really high quality knives. And this is one of them. This is available. Whether it's still made the same, I don't know. I know a guy who's broke, right? He bought it about 2 years after I did. So that's a little disappointing. Mine has been through the ringer. It's a solid, beautiful beast, has never let me down. And I shoulder carry this. I made my homemade shoulder harness for it, and I carry it right there because it's just wicked. Let's see, the traditional cookery house sheath, all right, and I adore this. Okay, all right, top 4, number 4. Again, all of these have like pretty much their own videos. So, number 4. You gotta love this. Kydex sheath by Wyatt Hines. Alright? I basically gave him the same specs as the Bark River, I think it was the Crusader, and talk about a home run. Yes, this is one of my all-time favorite knives by Wyatt Hines, made of 80 CRV2. I call this Odin. This is Odin. Look at this thing, it's just a beast. All right, beautiful micarta handle, quarter, maybe a little over a quarter-inch thick. It's just an insane Bowie knife. One of my absolute favorites. Thank you so much, Wyatt. Love it, love it, love it. Have him make you one. All right, top 3. Guys, you know I have to include the Cowboy C Bob combat knife. The Cowboy combat knife. This is in my top 3. It actually should be my number 1 because this was my first design that I made in my own head, sent in the specs and everything. The only thing I didn't know if I should do was, should I have the blade blackened or should I leave it? I just like them shiny, I'm sorry. But hey, you want them blackened, you tell. Sharpknvies, once again, ladies and gentlemen. Hey, just go to Etsy and type in the Cowboy Combat Knife. And this is like a take on like K-Bar, Rambo First Blood. This is a very unique handle. That looks leather, but it isn't. It's some unholy laminated resin. You got the hammer pommel at the end. Look at the size of this. This thing is a lifesaver. The Cowboy Combat Survival Hunting Camping Knife. There you go. It's not just a combat knife. This thing is just a beast. As I said, could you imagine sitting around a campfire with all your buddies and they're all whipping out their knives? You know, this guy's got a buck, this guy's got a K-bar, and we got the one guy over here, you know, the coolest one of the bunch. He's sitting there, you know, making tent stakes. They go, well, what the hell is that? He says, well, this is the Cowboy Combat Knife, ladies and gentlemen. Won't steer you wrong. Number 2, holy Hannah. When I received this, I'm over the moon. I'm a huge fan of the Marine Raider knife. First of all, look at this sheath. Look at this thick, high quality leather dangle action right here by Frank Gonzalez, USMC. Oh my goodness. I have a bunch of these Marine Raiders and nothing comes close to this. It's even got a brass skull inlaid on the handle. Look at that. This is just an amazing piece by Frank Gonzalez. Knives by hand, ladies and gentlemen. All right. Number 1, probably my most sentimental custom piece. I didn't order this. This arrived on my porch just prior to the Rambo Last Blood movie coming out. Jed Hornbeek's MK8. He just sent this to me out of the goodness of his heart. I told him I will always treasure. Look at this beautiful sheath. Just look at it. It's even got Cowboy C Bob on the sheath. Oh my God. Just look at this bad boy. This is my favorite all-time custom knife. For mostly sentimental reasons, it's wicked sharp. A1 or A2 tool steel. I didn't want to use it. He told me to. I did. It's just freaking beautiful. My brother was 6 hours away, and he drove all the way down to my house, and he doesn't say hello or anything. He just opens the door and says, "Where's the Jed Hornbeak?" Show it to me. Look at that. All right, let's do a once over. All right, Jed, you are always in my prayers, brother. Always in my prayers. All right, let's do a once over. Nothing like your own custom-made knife, especially one that you created yourself. Available at Sharpknvies. Okay, here we go. Once over, the Edward Forrest Bowie. Hey, take a screenshot of that and compare it to the Bark River Edward Forrest. Okay? The Dexter Kill Knife. Take a screenshot of that. Compare it to the real deal. The Cowboy C Bob entry level chopper. Look at that gorgeous handle with the red spacers. Black canvas micarta. Oh, Jesus. The Aldo Rain, Inglorious Bastards. I'd say 6-7 years I've had this puppy. The True Grit Rooster knife. And look at that presentation case. Again, you don't get the Marshall's badge. I added that in there. The Cookery House Extreme Bowie knife. This has never, ever failed me. How the hell my one friend broke his, I'll never know. I don't know what he was doing, trying to pry open a tank. I don't know. Wyatt Hines, the Odin. You guys know who Odin was? Some old mythology. And the Cowboy Combat. Just look at this. Look at this pommel. Close pink cans with that, whatever you want. Knock the hell out of somebody's skull. That is a skull crusher, ladies and gentlemen. Frank Gonzalez, Marine Raider. And last but not least, the Jed Hornbeak MK8. Absolutely stunning. I treasure always. Okay, stay tuned for my next video. Should be up in another day or two. The first one is going to be honorable mentions of my budget knives. I felt so bad leaving so many out, but I gathered another, no particular order, but another 10 or 12 that I really think you guys would be interested in. All right, so I want to do that video next. And then I'm going to review some brand new knives out there on the market. And I got some more customs on the way. Okay, I was going to hold up on this video because they're almost done. And I got a feeling they're going to be in my top 10. I just got a feeling. Wait till you see what's coming. All right, everybody, be safe as always. Stay cool. And don't forget, spread the word. And hey, if you let me know that you can get some people to come sub to my channel, let me know, all right? Because maybe I'll do something nice for you. All right, I'll see you guys soon. All right, be good.